thoughts in the comments down below. And please, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big old thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. And please, keep dreaming. Also, I actually am about to have to get, I went to the dentist today for the first time in 10 years, and they told me I have to get $15,000 in dental work done. So I'm scared, obviously. That's a humongous amount of money. So you may, I'm thinking about doing some live streams or something, or maybe some Raid Shadow Legends ads or something. So if that happens, I apologize, but I'm missing a bunch of teeth all over the place. I have to get all my missing teeth replaced. But I love you guys. Thanks for being understanding. Thanks for supporting the channel.
How's it going, guys? Cameron here, Canadian Gamer, coming at you with another rant. Now, today we're talking about Dreamcast Guy. Now, as you saw by that opening clip there, apparently he needs some dental work. He needs some dental surgery. It's going to cost him upwards of $15,000 USD. And he felt the need to tell us about this towards the end of one of his most recent videos. So there's a lot to unpack here. Now, I had a conversation with a buddy of mine in the community. We talked about this a little bit. Now, I understand healthcare is different in Canada than it is in the US, but it's not completely different. You know, I have a different opinion on whether or not you need benefits per se. It depends on your situation, right? If you're living with, let's say, a spouse and you have a couple of kids, you know, obviously you're going to be taking advantage of, let's say, dental benefits more often than someone who might be, you know, single, living on their own, and maybe they only need to go to the dentist once every 6 months to get their teeth cleaned, such as myself. But if you've got a couple of kids, hey, you're going to the dentist every other month at that point. So yeah, it makes sense to have benefits. In Canada here, if you have benefits, you know, typically an employer might cover you for like 80%. If you're lucky, maybe a little bit more. I don't know. But some people don't understand. When you work for a company, in Canada at least, and they give you benefits, they're not free. You're paying for them, okay? And a lot of times you get to choose which package you want. You can take like the core package, like the basic package. Sometimes that consists of medical benefits, but maybe not dental. And then you've got like a mid-tier package, and then you have like a gold package, right? And a lot of people, again, they don't understand. And they're just, oh, take the gold package, you know? And let's say, you know, that's coming off your paycheck every 2 weeks. You could easily be spending upwards of over $1,000 a year on benefits. Meanwhile, you're only going to the dentist once every 6 months to get a teeth cleaning. And if you do the math, you could be spending thousands of dollars over the course of X amount of years, when in actual fact you could have maybe taken the core package or excluded yourself from the benefits package and paid out of pocket. You know, I went to the dentist recently and I paid out of pocket to get a teeth cleaning, and it wasn't cheap. It was like, I can't even remember, maybe $150. But that's cheaper than paying, you know, $1,500 for 12 months worth of benefits if I'm only going to get my teeth cleaned. The issue with that is when you're dealing with things that might be a little bit more cosmetic, or even in Dreamcast Guy's situation, it sounds like he's got some serious issues with his teeth, which could be hereditary. It may not entirely be his fault, but not everybody has $15,000 lying around that they can just cash in to get their teeth fixed. Some people do. Some people do, you know, but some people don't. I know I got some dental work done a couple of years ago, and I think it was like $2,000 out of pocket. Again, that was cheaper than paying, you know, thousands of dollars over X amount of years for the benefits, because I don't go to the dentist that often. So it really depends on your situation, but yeah, Dreamcast Guy, he needs some dental work, and he's saying it's going to cost upwards of $15,000. So he's going to start live streaming more often and promoting Raid Shadow Legends. Is that how you pronounce it? And he's going to be doing some shilling and some other stuff to try to make more money, I guess. So where do we even begin? So the first thing is he admits he hasn't gone to the dentist in over 10 years, okay? So that's fucked up. That's really fucked up. There are some businesses out there, okay, dentists, clinics, that, when you go to apply to become a patient and they find out you haven't gone to the dentist in 10 years, they might not even accept you as a patient, okay? There's a reason why you're supposed to go to the dentist every 6 months, because teeth cleaning, okay, the dentists, they use tools to scrape off the plaque off your teeth, okay? There's only so much your toothbrush can do. Okay, that's why you're supposed to go to the dentist every 6 months. Even myself, I don't necessarily go every 6 months, but I try to make it a habit of going at least once a year. I think the longest stretch I went was 2 years without going to the dentist, because 2 years goes by like that. And I went, and she's like, when was the last time you were here? I'm like, I don't even remember. It feels like it wasn't that long ago. She's like, oh, it's been about 2 years. And so, yeah, definitely, if you don't go to the dentist, what's going to happen is you're going to have tartar buildup, no matter how much you brush your teeth. Okay, the brush isn't going to scrape the tartar away. And you're going to have plaque and tartar buildup. It's not good. So for this guy to admit that he hasn't gone to the dentist in 10 years, that's really disgusting. Okay, at that point, you're putting whoever's working on your teeth, the teeth cleaner, he or she, you're putting them at risk. They're going to wear 3 masks on their face, probably with like a respirator and a charcoal puck when they're dealing with this guy's teeth. It's absolutely insane. So yes, if you're watching this and you haven't been to the dentist recently, go to the dentist. More to the point, Dreamcast Guy, he's admitting he doesn't have the money to go to the dentist. And then after the fact, I think on Twitter he admitted that he doesn't have benefits and he's looking into getting benefits. So he's already gotten a quote to get his teeth worked on. So he's going to go get benefits after the fact. And then, I don't want to get into it here, but apparently, well, it would make sense, right? You get a benefits package, you're going to have to commit to it for probably a year. You wouldn't be able to just get benefits, make a $15,000 claim, get your teeth fixed, wait for the claim to be paid out, and then cancel your policy. It doesn't work that way. I think you guys can understand why. So, yeah, so now he's looking into getting benefits. Good for him. But the real problem is not that he hasn't been to the dentist in 10 years, even though that is a problem. The real problem is he doesn't have his life priorities in order, okay? For this guy to not go to the dentist in 10 years, okay, it's the same sort of person that probably doesn't clean their toilet bowl. He probably doesn't clean his bathtub. Okay, he probably doesn't clean his kitchen sink. He has ass-backwards priorities. He's so consumed with video games and creating content that he hopes that will go viral that he's neglecting the other priorities of life, kind of like John Hancock in a way. So when you see this, it's really sad, okay? And I don't think he's going to watch this video, but if you are a Dreamcast Guy, the only solution to your problems is to go out and get a real fucking job, okay? That's what you need to do. You need to get a real fucking job, okay? An employer that provides health care, or if they don't, go get a benefits package, okay? Because the reality is, had you done all this, within the last 10 years, if you were proactive about it, maybe you could have salvaged some of the issues you're having with your mouth right now. Maybe if you had gone to the dentist every 6 months, they could have given you some expert advice as to how to clean your teeth. Or maybe, if it's not so much an issue with that, hey, you're having some issues with teeth crowding. Here's what we can do to alleviate the situation. For you to wait 10 years, I'm sure that didn't help. I'm sure it probably made things a hell of a lot worse. And then for you to be like, Oh yeah, I'm gonna look into benefits now. Yeah, I'm looking into it now. So yeah, why didn't you look into this 10 years ago? Okay. Oh right, because you were homeless, right? Oh okay. So yeah, the moral of the story. Okay, stop making excuses. Go get a job. Okay, go get benefits. Okay, go clean your toilet bowl. Worry about the main priorities in your life and worry about YouTube after, okay? And get a real fucking job. Oh my god. You wonder this guy. I don't know his financial situation, but if he doesn't have 15 grand in his bank account, again, not everybody does. But you got to wonder if he's paycheck to paycheck, barely scraping together enough money to make ends meet to pay the rent. Dreamcast guy, you're almost 40. You're almost 40, okay? Pretty soon you're going to be 50. You'll be 60. You'll be 65. You got no retirement savings plan. You've got nothing in terms of proactively protecting your future, okay? You're living fly by night with your YouTube channel. What are you going to do when you are approaching your late 50s and early 60s? The age of retirement. What are you going to do? Are you going to continue to make YouTube videos until you're in your 70s? That's why you need to go out and get a real job, okay? And start building a resume, because right now, you're headed down a path of destruction, okay? And for you to not go to the dentist for 10 years, your historical timeline when it comes to medical records and going to the dentist and having these huge gaps, okay? It's the same as your employment timeline, okay? The longer you continue to do YouTube, just like RGT85 and all these other guys, the bigger the gap of unemployment is on your resume. Because no, guess what? Being a content creator is not considered a professional occupation. It's not, okay? You cannot put that on your resume. You'll get laughed at, okay? At least up here in Canada, that's not going to show up on your record of employment, okay? The record of employment is what controls your timeline of employment, okay? So as far as I'm concerned, and everybody else is concerned that's watching this, that's level-headed, you're unemployed right now, man. You're someone standing at the end of your driveway selling lemonade. Okay, you're not gainfully employed, so you have no one to blame but yourself. Okay, and for you to be bitching about your teeth, that's your fault, man. That's your fault. You've had 10 years. The last 10 years, you've had 10 years to go out and get a real job, get benefits, get your ducks in a row, and you haven't been doing that. You've been procrastinating. You've been too concerned with making YouTube videos when you should have been more concerned about your teeth. That's your fault, okay? So I'm going to leave it at that. It's a nice little rant here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.